Okay, so I'm going to walk through the first practice problem. You guys don't know what we're talking about yet.
What?
Daniel. So you got to listen up. The first practice problem. We're on page number 3. You with me?
Yes.
Great. The problem is this.
Let's balance it first.
Tristan and Adia. Thank you. We got to balance it first. That's right, Rishi. Make sure this is showing up right.
Oh my god, this is the
FeOH. So that's iron hydroxide. We're going to balance this in just a second. I want you guys to at least see what this is. Try to balance it on your own. H3PO4. And then over here we've got
Fe3 parentheses PO4.
So that's iron phosphate
OH.
plus, and over there, H2O. Okay, see if you can balance it on your own first. I'm going to give you a few seconds to do that. Oh, it's not showing up all the way on the camera, so let's remove this over here. Okay. There it is. All right. So let's see if you can balance it on your own. It's iron hydroxide plus this over here, which is hydrogen phosphate. And that's going to give you iron phosphate and water. So you can balance it. It's actually kind of difficult to balance.
Kind of? A little bit.
So push yourself a little bit.
3. Wait.
Good. So the bite is going down.
Wait, is this and this the same thing or not?
6.
No.
6. What the?
Oh,
You have to put it down by the end of the day.
This is recording, you know.
Nice. I'm doing like an idol.
Wait, what happened?
what?
Just a reaction.
You told me like last night.
Yeah, give it to me now. Any idea about how to balance this? Anybody?
No, it's like 5.
Yeah, go ahead. Maybe. I don't think so. 3, 2, 1. What? Almost.
3, 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's just random numbers. Yeah. Then yeah.
You got 3, 2, 1, 6.
Is that what you got too, Jay?
That's
That's
what
right.
I
Rishi, is that what you got?
Yeah.
Stop lying.
Rishi's a liar. And it's on camera.
3, 2, 1, 6. Okay. Now the problem says if 3.20 grams of the iron hydroxide, Adia and Isabella, if 3.20 grams of this, we start off with this, is added to 2.50 grams of this, which one's going to run out first? Which one is the limiting reactant? So before we even get started with this, I want to kind of like step back and I want to think about the strategy here. So the strategy for every limiting reactant problem is to convert, and I'll write this down because sometimes it's just helpful to write this strategy down, the overall strategy. I'll erase this in a second, but the overall strategy is to do this. First, convert
Oh man, I got it.
reactants into products. And most of the time, that's going to be, most of the time, like 98% of the time, 98% of the time, this is going to be converting grams of reactants into moles of products. Squeak, squeak, squeak.
No, she didn't.
Daniel. If you don't have it, yes, write it down.
Yeah, make it work.
Convert reactants to products. 98% of these problems are going to be net grams of reactants to moles of products.
Yeah.
Most of the things are going to be like that. Then compare the result, or you can say compare which, I don't know if this makes sense, which reactant, or decide, maybe that's a better way of describing this, decide which reactant gives you less product. And that is your limiting reactant. Okay? So before, what we've done, we've gone from moles, or we've gone from grams to moles, and then into individual molecules or whatever it is, right?
Now we're going to grams to moles to ratio.
Yeah. Now we're going from grams to moles, and then we're going to moles of products. And we get there using the ratios of these reactions. So you're going to need to know what these red numbers are up here, these coefficients. That's what allows you to go from the moles of the reactants into the moles of products. And that's a hard step. That's a step we haven't done before. We've only done in these types of problems.
Wait, what is that? Number 2, what does it say? Decide?
Decide or compare which reactant gives you.
Why is it 98%?
Oh, wait.
98% of the problems are going to be grams of reactants converting them into moles of products.
Which reactor gives you less product? How do you do that?
That's like a made up figure though.
I'll show you. I made it up.
Yeah.
And they're my problems. So.
Which becomes our problems.
It does become a problem. Okay. Questions about this? Sort of?
So it's gonna be like 1 average.
Yeah, there might be like one where you start off with the individual molecules and then move it into the mole of reactants, and then you go into
It's just
moles
switching.
of products.
It's just switching dividing by molar mass to multiplying by molar mass.
When you go from here to here and backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's
Why are you recording this?
move it on. Video. I said at the very beginning. It's for people who are not here right now. There's a lot of people. And it's not just from this class. I just chose this class.
You didn't record the other class? You like us better?
That's the reason. So, let's get on with the problem, yeah? Alright, let's do it.
No, like.
We're recording still. Yeah, we're doing it. Okay, here we go. We've got 3.20 grams of what? FeOH. FeOH2. Good. Iron hydroxide. And the other one we have 2.5 grams of the H3PO4.